They used to have one every 6 months. So we had two intakes. Two intakes used to have two career fairs. Career fairs are a good way to connect to people over here. I'm not sure if they are a good way to find internships. Another thing would be, I think you have to be very careful with the use of the word internship, because in Australia they do call it voluntary opportunities. Okay. Now your paid internships are internships. Your unpaid ones are called voluntary opportunities. Now, a lot of companies don't have the budget, so they might not respond to you if you just say internship. You can also try and put in something like, I am looking for a voluntary opportunity. The possibility of you getting a response to that is higher. UNSW does have something called Careers and Employment that does have postings of internships. So it would be a good way to find your internship with the company that you like by tracking that company down on LinkedIn, even on Seek and Indeed for that matter. Just look for internships and voluntary opportunities both. I found an internship with Diageo that I did in Australia through my organization. I'm not sure if they still run the program called Australian Human Resources Institute, okay? So they run a work placement program. So I'm a student member to them, and then I paid like $35 for a year, and then they had a workplace program, and that's how I got through Diageo. But I did interview for KPMG and like big banners. So make sure that there are these associations that you will have for your own field and you're connected to them. I would say when you are studying, make sure you do an internship. It is an absolute necessity and an add-on, and it makes your life much easier when you're finding a job. So cover letter is basically your expression of interest, kind of a summary that basically talks about what you have done, gives a summary of what you have done in terms of your resume, and also talks about basically why should they consider you. So your cover letter is your first stage. That's something everybody asks for. That's what Diageo did with me. They first asked me to send my cover letter. They thought after looking at my cover letter that, okay, fine, worth having an interview. So the second stage was my interview. Most of them are formal interviews where they ask you a set of questions. Get your personality out. Don't be timid. Don't be quiet. Talk about it. Talk about your extracurriculars. In Australia, your extracurriculars are a big thing. Okay? So what have you done other than your curriculum becomes kind of important. So your interests become important. So for example, do you have an interest in music, or do you have interest in sports? My friend at Deloitte gets paid around $30 an hour. See, it depends. Because it is Deloitte, it's 30. Probably somebody might pay 18. They may not necessarily get you full-time jobs in the same company, but they are a good way to find full-time jobs because you make good connections. And in Australia, references are a very big aspect of your life, okay? So make sure that you make that effort of connecting to people. That matters, okay? People here want local work experience, just the way you would want local work experience in India, probably, you know? So yes, it does make a hell lot of a difference. There might be two interviews separately happening on the same day, okay? One that happens with your HR and one that happens with your technical team. So the team that you will be working with, while your HR might just look at what your qualifications are, what are your salary expectations, are you going out vacationing for some time, kind of questions, whereas your technical team will ask you more technical questions of what you're equipped with, okay? So those are the two main stages, but that's about it. As much as I know of people from my previous batches, out of a class of 20, at least 16 to 18 have secured a job. Your minimum can be somewhere around 45. Ekdam hi minimum hai, but if you're in a smaller company or whatever, 45 to sky's the limit.